All right, we are on the record in file 13-38978-DM, Rachel Marie Tucker versus Lucas William McGraw Tucker. We are here today for a hearing on an order to show cause. We are proceeding today by video conference. Ms. Underwood, would you like to place your appearance on the record?
Ron Underwood for Mr. Tucker this morning, Your Honor.
Ms. Underwood, where do we stand with Mr. Tucker's case today?
Mr. Tucker made the $300 payment he was to make, Your Honor. He is continuing to work at the same place of employment he has, but he does have 2 interviews this week for better jobs, Your Honor. In addition, he gets paid tomorrow, so he will be able to make a $200 payment tomorrow.
All right. He was also supposed to provide the employer information to the friend of the court. Has that been accomplished?
Yes.
Can you tell me the name of your employer?
Yes, it's Handier Than Hell LLC.
We have sent a withholding out, Your Honor. We just haven't received anything in yet.
All right. Wait, I'm going to adjourn this then to August 28th at 8 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Tucker, you'll need to log back in at that time unless you hear differently from your caseworker, and you'll use all the same Zoom information that you used to log in today.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Then you can go ahead and log out.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Underwood, I have Stephen Johnson is here. Mr. Johnson, if you're there, can you unmute your device, please? All right, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to place you in a breakout session with Ms. Underwood.
Thanks.
Okay, we are on the record in file number 12-38759-UE Alicia Cutler versus Stephen Johnson. We are here today for a hearing on an order to show cause. We are proceeding today by video conference. Ms. Underwood, would you like to place your appearance on the record?
Rhonda Underwood for Mr. Johnson this morning, Your Honor.
And where do we stand with Mr. Johnson's case today?
Mr. Johnson has become employed at Martin Rea in Manchester, Your Honor. So I would imagine the friend of the court has plenty of experience in doing an income withholding from Martin Rea. And we hope that that can be accomplished in short order. Mr. Johnson, are the children who are in your custody, are they children that you are paying child support on?
No, these just,
Okay. I just wanted to make sure of that. And I've informed Mr. Johnson that if he has more than one case, he needs to make payments before income withholding kicks in. He needs to make them in person so that they get applied to the proper file. And he can make a $200 payment on Friday, Your Honor, since income withholding probably will not have kicked in by then.
Yeah, can I say one thing? Yeah, because I've been trying to make a payment, but my work schedule, it's been hard to come in. I didn't know how to do it on a computer. I've been trying to do it like online and stuff, but I just make sure I get some, I'm gonna tell my work I gotta take off and go up there and make that payment. I've been trying to do it over line and stuff. They won't, I don't know how to do it.
All right, Mr. Vasquez or Ms. Stevenson, do you need any other information to get an income withholding order put in place?
Yeah, we should be all set, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, so what I'll do is adjourn this to August 28th at 8 a.m. Just to make sure that that income withholding order gets put in place.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Johnson, then you're all set. You can go ahead and log out.
Okay, thank you.
Rodriguez versus Chauvin. Rachel Chauvin. We are on the record in file number 22-49335-DS, Adam Jr. Rodriguez versus Rachel Elizabeth Chauvin. We're here today for a hearing on an order to show cause. We are proceeding today by video conference. The record should reflect that this matter was set for a hearing, show cause hearing this morning at 8 a.m. Ms. Chauvin was ordered to appear. She has not appeared here today, either in person or by Zoom video conference. I am going to issue a bench warrant for her arrest and set bond in the amount of $3,745.78. So, Mr. Rodriguez, that's all we're able to accomplish for today. Since she hasn't appeared, we will proceed further once she's picked up on the bench warrant.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Jacob, their time. We are on the record now in file 22-50168-DS. Emily Lauren Curtis Clark versus Jacob D. Nodine. We are here today for a hearing on an order to show cause. The record should reflect that Mr. Nodine was ordered to appear here today at 8 a.m. For a hearing on this order to show cause, he's failed to appear. He's not present either in the courtroom in person or by Zoom. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest and set bond in the amount of $5,222. We are on the record now in file number 21-48423-DS, Gabrielle Patricia Horton versus Nicholas Lee Horton. Record should reflect this matter was set for an order to show cause this morning at 8 a.m. Mr. Horton was ordered to appear. It is now 8:25 a.m. Mr. Horton has not appeared either in person or by Zoom video conference. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest and set bond in the amount of $1,408.57. You're on the record in file 21-48948-DM, Courtney Lynn Scivoletto versus Jonathan Paul Scivoletto. We are here today for a hearing on an order to show cause. The record should reflect this matter was set for a show cause hearing this morning at 8 a.m. It is now 8:26 a.m. Mr. Scivoletto was ordered to appear and he has failed to do so. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest and set bond in the amount of $13,094.60. Daniel Funk. We are on record in file 18-45437-DP, Janelle Marie Scott versus Nathaniel James Funk. The record should reflect this matter was set for a show cause hearing this morning at 8 a.m. It's now 8:26 a.m. Mr. Funk was ordered to appear. He has failed to do so. He is not present in the courtroom and not logged into the Zoom session. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest and set bond in the amount of $9,285.50. Hennigan. On the record now in file 18-45828-DS, Tara Malloy Schoner versus Dewan Neray Hennigan.
Your Honor,
Record should, yeah.
sorry, I believe he has another show cause in Judge Anzalone's court right now. I think he's present over there.
Oh, all right. Okay, we can wait then for Mr. Hennigan.
Thank you.
We do have a pickup for Gerald Burke. We have called the jail for him. They've not logged in yet.
Your Honor, I have a couple names down here. Arthur Davis, Stephen Stickler, Michelle Kaufman, and Robert Hoot.
Stickler was dismissed. Davis was dismissed. Hoot was dismissed.
I'm sorry.
Robert Hoot was dismissed. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch the other ones.
Michelle
Michelle
Kaufman.
That's adjourned to September 11th.
Thank you.
All right, if there's someone there that can hear my voice at the jail, you need to turn on the camera. I'll send you a request to start the video and also unmute that device. All right, I have someone here logged in as Rachel Sutton. I need you to unmute your device and turn on your video, please. All right, Ms. Sutton, what case are you here for?
I was here for Lucas Tucker. I'm not sure if that one already passed or not. I actually just found out that he had court this morning.
Mr. Tucker, we adjourned his hearing to August 28th.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'll log off.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Sir, you're Mr. Burke?
Yes, sir.
All right, we are on the record in file number 19-19347-FH. People versus Gerald Dwayne Burke. We are here today for arraignment on a warrant for probation violation, and we are proceeding today by video conference. Sir, you are Gerald Dwayne Burke.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Burke, have you received a copy of your warrant for probation violation?
Yes, Your Honor.
The warrant alleges that you violated the conditions of your probation by failing to report to your assigned probation officer. And you had previously in this case pled guilty to operating where your license was suspended, revoked, or denied, causing injury. The maximum penalty for that offense is up to 5 years in prison and or a $1,000 to $5,000 fine. Do you understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are entitled to have an attorney represent you here today at this hearing and at any other proceedings that we might have on this matter. If you are not able to afford an attorney, you can tell me that now and I'll appoint one for you at public expense. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you like to be represented by an attorney today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have the financial ability to pay for your own attorney?
No, Your Honor.
I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you and place you in a breakout session with Ms. Underwood from the public defender's office right now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Jonathan Paul Scivoletto.
And Mr. Scivoletto. All right, Mr. Scivoletto, Ms. Underwood's working with another client right now. I'm going to put you back in the waiting room until she is ready for your case.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
sure, yeah.
All right, I have someone here by telephone, last four digits, your phone number are 3821. Can you tell me your name?
Dewan Hennigan?
Okay, just 1 second, Mr. Hennigan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we are on the record in file number 18-45828-DS. Tara Schoner versus Dewan Hennigan. We are here today for a hearing on an order to show cause. Sir, you are Dewan Hennigan.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hennigan, it states here that you are ordered to pay $252 per month in child support and that you're currently behind in the payment of that support in the amount of $9,032.45. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, Mr. Hennigan, that it's a crime to fail to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if you pled guilty to that offense, that I could sentence you to jail for up to 30 days?
Yes, sir.
You are entitled to have a trial, and you cannot be convicted unless the evidence at your trial proves that you are guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You are entitled to have an attorney represent you here today and at any other proceedings that we might have on this matter. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you'd like to be represented by an attorney and you don't have the money to pay for one, you can tell me that now and I'll appoint one for you at public expense. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have the ability to pay for your own attorney?
Well, I just started work, but I don't, no, sir.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Our public defender is in the middle of handling another case right now, so I'm going to put you back in the waiting room for a couple of minutes. And as soon as she's ready for your case, I'll put you in a breakout room with her.
Okay.
Let me take that off the back. Okay, we are back on the record in file 19-19347-FH, People versus Gerald Dwayne Burke. Mr. Burke and Ms. Underwood are back from the breakout session. Ms. Underwood, do you want to place your appearance on the record?
Rhonda Underwood for Mr. Burke this morning, Your Honor.
And how does Mr. Burke wish to proceed today?
Mr. Burke wishes to enter a plea in this matter, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Burke, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty for perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Burke, do you understand that you're entitled to have a trial on this matter and that you can't be convicted unless your evidence proves that you're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, Your Honor.
I apologize, I misspoke. You understand you have a right to contest the violation of probation charge and to have a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that throughout the trial, you'd be presumed innocent until your guilt is proven by a preponderance of the evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to have any witnesses against you appear at your trial. You or your lawyer could ask those witnesses questions. And you also have the right to have me order any witnesses that you have for your defense to appear at your trial. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not required to testify at your trial, and no one can say anything about you not testifying or hold that against you in any way. You understand that as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the other hand, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you wanted to testify. Do you understand that also?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the charge that you violated your probation?
Guilty, Your Honor.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your right to a trial and your right to have your lawyer's assistance at that trial, as I've just explained to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anything been promised to you in order to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone threatened you in any way in order to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
If I accept your plea, you'll be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of threats or promises that were not disclosed to the court on the record this morning, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Burke, you were placed on probation in this case back in June of 2020. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And one of the conditions of your probation was that you were required to report to your probation officer as instructed, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you fail to report to your probation officer in Washtenaw County, Bettina Miller, on May 12, 2021?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I will accept the plea. It's been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. Mr. Burke has had full knowledge of his rights. He's had competent counsel. I will refer this matter to the probation department for an update of your pre-sentence investigation. And Francis, if you are there, we need a sentencing date for a violation of probation, please.
How far?
We only need a week, so anything, I mean, we could do next week or the week after, I think, if we have anything available.
Thursday, August 17th. At 8:15.
So, okay, so August 17th at 8:15 a.m.
August 17th, did you say, Your Honor?
Correct, correct.
Mr. Burke, where are you working?
I work at Homewood Suites in Ann Arbor.
And have you moved? Do you still live at your same address?
I live at 211.
I'm sorry?
I live at 211 Stevens Street in Ypsilanti. I don't live in the Whitmore Lake address no more.
Okay. Your Honor, under the circumstances, Mr. Burke hasn't went anywhere. He hasn't committed any new crimes in the last couple of years. He's working, and the only support for his family. Is there any way the court would consider releasing Mr. Burke with the tether pending sentencing?
I'm going to lose my job if I don't report to it pretty soon. And I've been in the same job for 2 years. I'm really trying. I really am.
All right, I would note this is it's a 19 case where Mr. Burke was placed on probation in 2020. I don't see any other violations of probation, so this would be his first. I think under those circumstances, a PR bond with the GPS tether is appropriate, so I will order a PR bond with GPS tether at this time.
Thank you.
Thank
Your
you,
Honor.
Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Burke, you need to be back for sentencing on August 17th at 8:15 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can let the officer, Mr. Burke, know that you are done with court for today.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Underwood, did you receive the information for DeJuan Hennigan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1 second, Mr. Hennigan.
Okay.
I haven't received anything, Your Honor.
We should have just emailed it to you about 5 minutes ago.
I'm sorry.
We emailed it about 5 minutes ago.
Okay. I'll see. Hello?
Hello?
Have you found his information?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I'll put you in a breakout session. All right, we have Mr. Hennigan and Ms. Underwood back from the breakout session. Ms. Hennigan, do you want to place your appearance on the record?
Rhonda will do it for Mr. Hennigan this morning, Your Honor.
All right, and Ms. Underwood, how does Mr. Hennigan wish to proceed today?
Your Honor, Mr. Hennigan is employed at the Legacy Barber Shop in Ypsilanti. I believe.
No, Adrian, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Adrian. I'm sorry, Adrian. And I believe he has an address for the court. In addition, Mr. Hennigan can make a $400 payment today, Your Honor. We would ask that this be set out for a couple weeks with the new employment information and to allow Mr. Hennigan to begin regular payments. And Mr. Hennigan, I have to stress again, giving money to the mother doesn't help if it's not going through child support. It's not being.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, does he receive a check or is it cash only?
I think it's cash only, Mr. Vasquez.
Okay, so no income withholding can be set in place. He'd have to make his own payments.
All right, do you understand that, Mr. Hennigan? You have to make your own payments?
Yes, sir. At the barbershop, we get paid by cash, so I fully understand that, and I will take care of that personally.
Okay, so the best way for you to do that is to come into the front of the court office and make those payments in person so you can get a receipt. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm sorry, Ms. Underwood, how much did you say you could pay?
$400 today.
So what I'm going to do is adjourn this to August 28th on the condition that Mr. Hennigan make a $400 payment and that he begin making regular payments to the front of the court